I'm at the Views Hotel, following up a report of a large pod of bottlenose dolphins, and they have just come in from the east and approaching the break in front of the Views Hotel. And this is a pod that extends almost 500 meters. So it's one of our super pods that we've got in the area, and this one, it's of bottlenoses, and they are approximately 500 in this super pod, and they've just come into the surf zone here. And as we fly over this pod, it just extends back. Sure, this is just incredible. Masses of them feeding here. You can see that peeling off into the distance. Lovely big breeding pod. Here we go, a little bit of surfing. No, bailed out on that. So as you can see, the pod has it's little small pods in the group, and they all are currently just behind the surf zone, not going particularly fast. But as we look at this front bunch here, there's sort of just in the field of vision here, field of view, we've got close to 40, maybe even 50 dolphins here, and that's just half of it. They still are coming in from the east. We'll just go and have a quick survey down here, have a look at them. There's a youngster bolting off there. We're a couple back here. There you can see there's a few of them jumping. So this seems to be a more boisterous group. I presume there's a few youngsters in here. You can see there a bit of chasing as they go around. Some tail slapping going on here. So what we sometimes see is when there's jousting by males for mating rights with a female that's in estrus, we do see quite a lot of activity. But here this looks like a tag going on between these two. Quite a lot of activity. It's actually three of them. So yeah, that's quite remarkable. And just looking at their size there, these look like, compared to the rest of the dolphins, they're probably youngsters, just having some fun, chasing around. Okay. And here we go, the three little youngsters having an absolute rave with each other. These guys really going crazy. And here they come up after diving. And they really are having fun. This is like the teenagers at the skateboard park having a jaw. And the rest just going on, all the adults. You can see the size difference there. So the youngsters having a lot of fun. Identification of these bottlenose dolphins with very sharp fin and sort of the counter shading darker upper, and then got the lower lighter surface. Can be confused with common dolphins, which have a hourglass coloring on the side. Here come the youngsters again. And these three little guys are just having an absolute blast. The rest of everybody's just super docile. Oh, there we got some more coming in. Just spectacular. So obviously play, like all animals, is something that gives juvenile mammals opportunity to hone their skills, which they're going to require at some point for hunting. So you can see these tight circling, jumping, thrashing, rapid acceleration, all vital skills when they get into a bait ball and have to hunt. Okay, here's some adults getting into a bit of vigorous activity here. Okay, so just coming from the back end of the pod, we're just going to cruise forward. You're going to see how many there are. So there's definitely 500 or more dolphins in this pod. You can just see them spread out here, all in their little clusters of 5 to 12, sometimes even 20. There was a big blow by one of them there. Look at these little pods going here. They're just behind the surf. There's some going for a surf, probably those youngsters again. And we're still busy cruising here. Still got them, still more ahead. So this is really remarkable. Lovely indication of a nice healthy supply of fish in the bay at the moment. You know, if you take the amount of fish that these have to consume on a daily basis, multiplied by the number of dolphins in this pod, it's just a good indication of the productivity in the area. And I mean, here we're going, we're still cruising along, and we haven't got to the front of the pod yet. Just a spectacular sighting. So the garden route is quite privileged. Normally bottlenose dolphins would be in pods of 5 to 20 individuals, and you know, but we do get these super pods of 500 and even up to 1,000 dolphins. Okay, they seem to have slowed down. You can see the turbulence there at the back end of a rip tide. They might spend some time feeding on this. So this pod have been known to cruise over 200 kilometers in about 48 hours, going all the way from Plettenberg Bay to Mossel Bay within under 48 hours, and then out to sea. So I suspect they've just had a feed off Wilderness, received a report there of them being very active and vigorous, but heading west, and so managed to get here in time just to pick up on these dolphins. Let's see if some of these are going to go for a surf. There we go. And that's it. Oh, awesome. Look at that. And then bounce out the back of the wave. Just spectacular watching these little guys. Out of the 3 species we get in the garden route, these are without a doubt the most playful species. The other species we get are the common dolphins, which are more pelagic, so further out to sea. And then we also get the Indian Ocean humpback dolphins, which is the rarest dolphin species in South Africa. South Africa does have 9 species of dolphins in its coastal waters. We only have the 3 here in the Southern Cape. That is a good time to head back in. Hope you enjoyed that. Cheers.